Last time on We'll Save. Our adventurers struggle with yet another creature, and this creature had a frightening ability. This feral ooze was resistant against all types of attacks, save from those that could pierce or slash. This knowledge was all thanks to Dr. Ok's expertise and mid-combat discovery. And with some team effort and an overheated Heerz, the ooze finally went down. However, fear was lurking just behind the next door. As Rick 19 steps inside to confront a terrified Belita, he is overwhelmed by a sense of terror. Where is this terror coming from? Find out this time on We'll Save.
I love it. Recording this podcast is freaking awesome. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it just is. I have two questions for you. What haven't we done in an opening banter in a long time? That's the first question.
Wait. So, sorry. We have done it before? We just haven't done it in a long time?
Yes.
Talked about our favorite childhood cartoons.
I'm always down. I love cartoons. Yeah.
I think talked about childhood TV shows with ducks.
DuckTales!
And Darkwing Duck. Quack Pack, but Quack Pack is awful and it can burn in hell. Yeah, DuckTales.
Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. All-time favorite.
Hey, Arnold.
Hey, Arnold is great. As an adult, like watching it again.
It's awesome. The theme, it's awesome.
The frosted...
It's both funny and touching and sad. It's brilliant. Yeah.
The Frosted Flakes commercials.
Frosted Flakes commercials are good.
Hey, Tony, I like the things you do.
Oh, that's right. You're talking about like 90s commercials like Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Will, you had a very strong reaction when we said childhood cartoons, so I'm curious what your answer is. This is not the answer that I had in my head. We'll get to that in a minute.
What are you asking me?
What's your favorite childhood cartoon?
Well, that's the actual question.
No, that's not the question that I was thinking. But I want to know now that you brought
I probably
it up.
watched DuckTales
Agreed.
over and over and over and over.
Agreed.
As much as also, like, I think it was Rescue
Rangers?
Oh, yeah, Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
No. Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale
Rescue Rangers.
That fucking shit.
The Chippendale Rescue
All right, Will, I'm so on board with you. This is why I knew
Why
I
are
liked
you
Will
laughing?
the moment I met him.
You know what a Chippendale is, right?
You know what
No,
Chippendale
yeah,
dancer is?
There's a chipmunks.
Don't ruin that with that horrible... All right.
You know what a Chippendale is, right?
That'd be pretty funny.
We know what it
It's
is.
a male
but-
strippers.
Wow.
Have you ever seen the Chris Farley skit where he's doing...
Yes, we've all seen it.
Oh my gosh.
That's not the same thing as the
Ruin
Chippendale
Chippendale
Rescue.
Rescue.
It
It's
could
on
be.
the Time Life catalog of SNL skits.
Somewhere on the internet, that is the Chippendale.
There's
Rescue
actually
Yeah.
a theory. There's actually a theory that Chip and Dale are actually modeled after Harrison Ford.
Yes,
Is that right?
because
Indiana
like
Jones
Chip
and
Yeah.
and
Chip,
Shia
like,
LaBeouf's character
dresses
in
like,
the best Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Dale? I don't know.
or maybe Dale is somebody else. Yeah, I forget because he wears like a Hawaiian T-shirt.
Yeah, he does.
I have so many childhood cartoons because that's all it was video games and cartoons were my thing. I mean, like, I was addicted to cartoons. Like, I would wake up. One of my favorite things was we went to my aunt's house in Utah, and she had satellite TV, which played East Coast, West Coast, and Mountain Time. And so, like, I woke up at like 4 in the morning, and I timed out, and I was like, because there's two of my favorite shows would be on at the same time. But since I had the East Coast and West Coast, I'd be like, oh, I could watch this one at this time, and then like come back later and watch it that time. I'd stack my cartoons and watch them for like hours every Saturday morning. Anyways, some of the ones I really got to call out is like Samurai Pizza Cats was so much fun.
What?
Samurai Pizza Cats. Oh, it's so good. It's these 3 cats that work at a pizza place, but then like they got to go fight, aliens and monsters, and so they shoot out of the top of the pizza place, and they're dressed out in like samurai techno armor, and it's so good.
Do you guys want to play a
sounds like
one shot where you're all
evolved-
cats who work at a pizza
samurai
place?
pizza cats.
Will, sorry, I
sound
cut
like
you
the
off.
Khajiit from Skyrim.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I cut you off, Will. Sorry.
I was just going to say it's a slightly more evolved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
that, right?
I think it was definitely like a parody of all that stuff. Yeah, which
That's
is
awesome. I love it. I want to watch it.
A lot of the early anime were pretty cool, like
Yep.
Ronin Warriors and stuff like that.
Oh, Ronin Warriors. Wow. Oh, I forgot about that
liked-
awesome
Yeah.
show.
I like
Yeah,
the
it
like
was so
weird
awesome.
ones, like the Mighty Ducks TV show.
Yeah,
where
that's good.
There
Oh,
are 4
where the-
ducks. They had like superpowers,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
Mummy's Alive.
So like Mighty Ducks, where they were actually ducks that
They're
were
actually
the
ducks.
Mighty Ducks team,
Yeah.
and then
they had
also they were
superpowers.
superheroes.
Yeah, it's
Ridiculous.
But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a classic. I have
Oh,
like
it has to
the VHS tapes of
Yes.
all of like the whole
Oh.
series.
Oh, I had the
I
VHS
have
tape
a-
of the movie. The first movie is
Ooh.
like dark.
I have all my toys still.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Toys.
I knew the guy that designed those toys. Like he was
That's
the modeler
super
for
neat.
most of the
Can you like
toys.
sign my shredder
nice.
dome?
Yeah. that's-
Probably, yeah.
Let's get him on the pod.
Let's
interview
I'll
him.
reach out.
Yeah, let's interview him.
This
Did
is a
anyone-
way cooler intro than John was planning.
Yeah, what was your original
Well,
question?
I was going to ask if anybody watched.
That was a
something
great
we've never-
segue. Come on.
something we'd done, but we didn't do again
I was
for a long
setting it up.
time or something.
You set it up, and I'm going to spike it, Will. Something we didn't do in a long time. Ask a question that your characters would answer.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone's
that's deep.
favorite topic. False. It's only mine. Because we've all lambasted this idea. But I have a good set of questions for you. First question. Your character. They're in their local hamlet or thorpe or city, wherever they are. And a local orphanage in your town is on fire. And the orphans are inside. What do you do?
World.
Let's start with Nico.
Start with Nico. Liabilities.
Wow, I feel like this is a character attack right now. Okay.
You
So
feel
there's a
attacked by
fire
what
in a
would you do with a
school.
burning orphanage?
No, orphanage,
There's-
not school.
there's a fi-
Orphanage.
There's a fire in a school and their
Orphanage.
kids
Even
inside.
more sad.
Orphanage.
Orphanage.
yes.
Orphanage.
And orphans are inside.
Nico calls for help, but he doesn't go inside to help himself.
He jump jets away.
He just calls them liabilities and walks off.
feel like
jump
that-
jump jets away.
I don't know. I feel like Nico would help out. Come on, Nico.
Yeah, like he would call
He
for
would.
help, but he would realize he's not really qualified to go in there and help himself.
Okay. What about the rest of your characters?
I mean, Heerz would get his Heerz ran a crew back in the day, so he would have his crew help put it out and get them away.
Dang, we're learning
He would.
more.
Plus
we
we do
pirates-
acts of public service and stuff. So
Just from like a naval perspective, a lot of sailors are very good firefighters. Just saying. So
Yeah.
like pirates probably are pretty good at putting out fires.
Is that a pickup line that you use as a sailor?
Yeah, I was a volunteer firefighter, and on submarines at least we don't have like dedicated DC crewmen,
Yeah.
which are like damage control. So everybody on a submarine is also qualified as a firefighter or ship's crew damage control.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Cool.
So it makes sense that pirates are good at putting out fires. That's all.
So would Rick put out the fire?
They are.
I don't think Rick would even attempt to put out the fire. He would charge in and try to grab the orphans and
Rick
pull them out.
didn't start the fire.
Rick didn't start the fire.
It was already
Stop the
burning.
fire,
What about Dr.
but
OK?
I'll save the orphans and then I'll... Sorry, I don't know where else to go with that.
I don't think anyone does. Dr. OK would seek to put out the fire, but would not go as so far as to endanger himself unless he thought it was absolutely necessary or there was a higher purpose to serve.
He would shoot all the kids with like speed injections from a distance.
Run out.
Hurry, get out! I'm sorry. Hurry, get out.
Hurry, get out, children.
Rick 19 just sits on a chair of just like lofty judgment and judges all of our actions.
I just said it. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm so much better than you guys. I'm just saying.
Follow-up question.
You all said like I would put out a fire, but like clearly the danger is the children inside.
Yeah,
which
the kids are inside.
Just fun fact with firefighting: the goal, especially in a structure of fire, is not to protect the structure; it's to save the lives. If a structure's burning, you let it burn because who cares? Just contain it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to get like real with that, but
It's all right. Because this will impact the follow-up question.
all three of them were like, "Fight the fire," but that's not the problem.
No, I was saying
Follow-up
get
question.
help. I was
said
vague
also
with
save
mine.
the
I said
kids.
get help.
You cleverly vague, sir.
Cleverly vague.
A true businessman. You know,
Don't know what I would do. There might be a coffee shop across the street that Dr. K just
keep
sits
your
at.
options open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to make sure I don't do a PR misstep.
Exactly.
Follow-up
All right.
question.
Follow up.
The home of a local money lender who just foreclosed on an orphanage.
God.
Their home is on fire. What do you do?
Wait, what, John? What'd you say?
The home of a local money lender who just foreclosed on an orphanage. Now the money lender's home is on fire. What do you do?
Rick charges in and saves its life.
Okay.
Heerz would save his life and then throw more fire onto the building somehow. So he could
And
just
Nico-
save it.
Nico would walk up to the building, lock the door, and walk away.
Oh,
Wow.
Dr. OK is
That's
going
not
to
open
give
interpretation at all.
his pirate answer that he wishes Heerz had given, but I'll give it. I would go in and loot the place for all the stuff.
a lot of good stuff.
He's got a lot of good stuff from
That's true.
screwing over orphans. It's
Man,
better
I
in
can't
my
even-
hands than getting burned.
just, like,
so.
He actually like makes rounds to the orphanage before he forecloses. He's like, "Give me all your lunch money." Like, it's like getting all their like.
This is a
pennies and
good
shit.
start for your college fund.
What if
Kicks
the-
dirt at the kids? And
what if the money lender is also trying to put their kids through college?
I feel like we saved his life. Just house burned down. I'm sure he has insurance.
well, no, Nico's turned them into orphans, so they'll be at the orphanage.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, the irony.
Or just killed them. Because unless they were out at school for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, nice,
See?
Nico.
See,
Kid
those
side.
questions weren't bad. They were good questions, right? So we're cool. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
We should say before we start that we wanted to thank Jeremy for
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So last episode we had a question about
The firm.
how food works in Starfinder, and I put up on Discord, and within an hour, Jeremy hopped on and was like, "Yeah," and gave us his answer of like, food, it's there, but like it's not really a part of the Starfinder world unless it's just for roleplay. That, and I don't. Should I just read him the quote? No, I'm not going to do that to you. I'll leave it at
Look,
that. Look, it's more detailed. That was very.
We
helpful.
really
Thanks. It was-
appreciate
it was
you, though,
informative,
man.
and I like the answer.
We really appreciate you. And honestly, when you hire the firm, you get
That's right.
results. That's what
You
happens.
guys are now labeled the
They,
firm.
never, they
Thank
got
you.
a perfect
Have
record.
you or a loved one been diagnosed with mesothelioma?
Don't call Nico.
Don't call Nico, 'cause they'll just lock the door and
your
leave you in there. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. I love it. All right, you guys want to play? Should we play?
Let's do it.
No,
What?
I don't. I'm scared. What's going to happen?
Record
I'm
scratch.
scared.
What? Oh, okay.
No,
You
I mean, yes. The answer is I want to play. No, I don't want to be in the situation that Rick is in.
Well, he's
currently.
blinded. I think he has a disadvantage. If you,
I'm not
Yeah.
blinded. I have to do
the
a will
other guy
save.
is.
Oh, that's true. I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
have
it's
to
the other
roll
guy.
will
I think there's something else going on in the room that's causing us both to be afraid.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
got
but
you.
before I forget, John,
Yeah. What's up?
since I am constructed, I have a +2 to saves against mind effects. Just remember that.
That's fine. Well, you
Shit.
need to remember that. But keep
I
in mind that for,
remembered it. I'm telling you now.
But I thought there was something where with androids, because you're an android, you're like kind of humanoid, so you take the worst of both things.
Count as both base type and constructs, whichever is worse. +2 save to disease, mind control, or mind effects, poison, and sleep, unless it would affect a construct.
Okay, so it's +2.
Yep.
Cool. Excellent. Fantastic. So
Yes.
for everyone, just to bring you up to speed, last week, the ferrofluid ooze was not too much of a threat. It was intense. It attached to Dr. OK There could have been ferrofluid ooze mixing with Dr. Ok's slugness, but some quick thinking from the fire damage, from the Fire Nation, from the fire damage caused the ferrofluid ooze to fall to the ground, and Heerz overheats and melts the ooze.
Is that what overheat sounds like?
By the way,
what does overheat sound like?
I think it sounds like
as you feel yourselves getting all cold, dead.
Yeah.
Like taking all your heat.
Conversely, it could also sound like
1, 2, 3, 4.
Get up!
Very nice.
Also, shout out to Mark Hamill for playing Firelord Ozai on Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like,
Yeah, shout out to Mark
voice
Hamill.
Such a
acting.
good job. Such a good voice actor.
shout out to Lord
Also,
Hamill.
Lord Hamill. Lord Hamill.
People need to learn about him. He's
Darth
really
Hamill.
fast.
He's
Fantastic.
awesome. Like, seriously.
Minor
He also played the
actor.
monkey on that show, too.
That's cool.
Like the spirit monkey at the end of the season 1.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that's probably what he's
Oh,
best known
really?
for.
Yeah.
Spoiler
That's
Joker.
it. That's the top thing.
He also did
in
the
his
Joker.
IMDb.
The guy's been all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been anything bigger than that, though.
He's awesome. Like,
He's
Mark
great.
Hamill, if you're listening, like, you're an idol.
Mark
So-
Hamill,
We love you for many
Yes,
reasons.
we
You're the
do.
best.
Please
Yep.
come on the show
Yes.
with The Rock. So,
The Rock. Well, The Rock does listen.
yeah,
Every
but we're
Wednesday
still
while I was
waiting
working
on him to get back to us about when he's going to come on.
Well, he's just
interview.
too busy working out.
Yeah, I know. All
Yeah.
the time. So, you guys have 2 doors ahead of you, much like the corridor to the south, corridor to the north, door to the left, door to the right. You guys go in the left door. You open up into this room that is also not as damaged as some of the other spaces, but has 2 rotating purple lights. All the computer consoles are down except for some along the western wall with red holographic lights or displays.
Holograph Rick.
Holographic displays. It's pretty dark when you guys first open the door, but you do sense, I think it was Dr. OK, you do sense something behind one of the tubes, this giant test tubes. And it seems to be this chitinous material, some sort of creature. As you're trying to figure out what's going to happen next, you guys are positioning, moving around. You do talk to it, and you hear this. You took from me, I take from me, you took from me, I take from you, you took from me, I take from you, you took from me, I take from you. And this loud voice comes through. You all get into combat. There's a grenade that's thrown, and everything goes down until Heerz smartly discovers that there's a light blindness for this creature. Throws up some dancing lights. You can see what's going on. Rick says, I'm gonna take action. I'm gonna go in. And as you go in, there is this impending sense of fear and doom and everything welling up inside of you. And maybe because you're an android, you got that +2, you're better able to put it down. But we ended where you need to make a will save. Now is the time to make that will save.
We'll save.
Will save.
Will save.
Will save.
Oh my God.
This time on Will Save, Kevin rolls.
Kevin rolled.
You
I
Natural
rolled
one.
3.
unwise.
Oh,
Oh, gosh. he's done.
amazing.
He's
But I have a
done
+3,
for.
so I'm at 6, and then I have a +2 on top of that, so I'm at 8. I probably still fail. That's
His
So you're-
will surely
8.
broken.
Okay.
He had a will fail.
A will fail.
thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
what they call him.
Yes, no, yes.
No, you
Yeah,
can't
I don't think-
fish for a pun. Like if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, you got a pun," it's good. But like, you can't be like, "Yo, guys, I got a pun. Come on,
That was really
hey,
good. Come on, that was pretty
hey,
good.
Ah, come on."
You're just sore because it was on you.
I'm not sore.
I'm not sore. So, 8 is not enough. This
course not.
feeling overcomes you. And maybe the end, you had ended saying, you know, we come here to help you. We're friends. And maybe your voice quivers a little bit at the end because you feel this fear and you're shaken for a round.
One round, shaking
One
for one round.
round.
John,
Will,
I can't help but notice
yeah,
that on roll 20, I can't see a thing.
you are. You know what that's called? The blinded
Absolutely.
condition. JK.
Dang.
You're
I can see the whole
Dark
room
sense
now.
can't sense it either. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so I put in the 4 dancing lights that Heerz had cast into the room. You can clearly see this bolida behind one of the tubes. It does appear to be blinking, saying, "That's unbelievable."
Unbelievable.
Heerz, did you just move out of turn? Did you move?
I believe he did.
I only did it to see the dancing lights.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Yeah,
an
that's
actual move. I swear.
Got it. I was like,
I just want to see.
it is Rick. You have moved in. You are shaken. What are you going to do on your turn?
I think I'm gonna roll. I have terrible. I don't even know if I have diplomacy. I have a +1 for diplomacy, so I'm gonna use that diplomacy and say like, I feel the fear too, but I think we can get through this. Let us work together. And I rolled a 15 for that.
15 is
Not enough.
15 is enough that maybe you think the creature heard you for sure, but
Oh, I didn't talk loud enough. Do I need to repeat myself?
yeah, you need to roll again. No, you are like, whatever is affecting you is affecting this creature and has been affecting this bolida for a long time. So whatever you said to it, it's probably not going to change until whatever's affecting you and the creature ends.
Can I also do a perception on the room, or maybe something else?
Sure.
That will let me know, because clearly there's something in the room that's causing this.
Yeah.
This fear.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, because I don't have mysticism, so I'll do perception. Using different dice. 18 plus... Where's my perception? Plus 4 is 22.
22. Awesome. You are able to tell a couple things. Give me a wisdom check.
Oh my god, I just rolled all... You make me roll other stuff. Jesus. And I'm also shaken, so all these rolls are going low. So I got... That's an 18 plus 1.
Great. 19. Okay. I'll say this. You know that this is some sort of fear frequency, that is some sort of infrasound that is much lower than like any audible hearing, and it is like shaking your body and producing this fear effect in you. It's coming from multiple speakers hidden in the room. You're confident that there's one in the corner of the room right to your right, and it's likely that there are more in the other corners of the room. That's what the wisdom save told you, was that there's more than one. But you know that there's one in the room, and I revealed it for you on Roll20, so you know which square to go to. You can localize where it is.
I'm going to leave this up to GM interpretation, because you can't do something and then move again.
Yeah.
But I haven't taken my action yet. So can I finish my move action?
Well, but the problem is that you did a diplomacy check. You didn't say
I'll leave it at that then, because the diplomacy check is my standard action, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is fair, because the book does say for certain skills it would be, which is up to the GM's
yeah, I had a sheet for that. Give me 1 second. Let me just see where that is. Skills. Combat skills cheat sheet. It tells you what somebody, not sure who, if this is you and you are a listener.
The book says leave it up to the GM's discretion.
That's fine. Yeah. But I specifically found somebody who made an unofficial thing, and there's no copyright on here. So we're good into the firm. But if you made this, thank you. Diplomacy, I'm going to go with that was a change attitude, right? That's what you're trying to do.
And that falls under?
It says 1 minute minimum. I'm going to say that's probably a standard action, because you were like thinking of what to say. You're trying to combat the shaken effect.
That's fair. So Rick notices the camera in the corner.
Yep.
And that's kind of the end of his turn.
Loudspeaker.
The speaker, sorry.
Yep.
Or did I say camera? It looks like a camera.
You do actually, thank you for reminding me, you do notice that there's a camera behind you that is in the door, much like in some of the other rooms where they're
like right above the door?
No, that's like near the door that you are at right now.
Wait, so is this a camera or a speaker?
What I showed you is a loudspeaker. There is a small camera next to the door in the panel behind you next to the door. You did also find that out.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, Rick will then... That's kind of the end of his turn. But he recognizes that the speaker is kind of the source.
Okay. Yeah. So you come in, you're afraid, you are not sure, you think that you know what's going on, and you try to
tell us about the speakers and the noise. And
yeah.
My palms are
Gives
still
us
out,
fear.
and my hand, my axe is down, so I'm trying not to
Right.
not threatening at all.
And you try to figure out, you try to talk to the creature, right? So this creature, as you talk in response, that same, you understand now the quivering in the voice. You understand why this was happening, and you hear this voice come from back there. Now that you can see its mandibles and its mouth opening, and you can hear, make it stop. You can make it stop. But for some reason, as if compulsion seems to push them, they come around the corner and they come up to attack you, and they move around, and they come up and they take that long pike that they have, and they are going to attack you. That is going to be a natural 20.
Are you serious?
Critical hit?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's almost like this creature is just driven out of fear, but it's confusing because it's telling you to stop, but it's still trying to make you stop.
No, he should only be shaken. Or sorry, he or she, it should only be shaken. They should only be shaken.
You know that they are not just shaken. There's a lot going on.
But that's all that I'm affected with. So
But you haven't been here for a long time.
that's my defense.
That's your defense. God, wow.
So my son tells me all the time when I upset him.
He just goes...
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything with the blinded condition now. Mischance. I need to roll a mischance.
Yes! Thank you.
Yep.
Heerz.
Yep. Because you technically have total concealment. It's a 50% mischance, which...
Total concealment because he's blinded? Nice.
Yeah,
I love
that's
this.
how the blinded works. You have to treat all creatures as having total concealment because I can't observe you. So if I get above a 50, it's a lot of damage, and if I get below, you're cool. I roll a 20. You're cool.
Yes.
This,
All right.
like,
Wow.
it comes and it's not right near your face, but you can tell that the fervor with which this Bolita stabbed seems like it would have given you, spoiler, 19 points of damage, as this
Damn.
thing would have just speared you like a harpoon. This thing does not play.
Rick doesn't even
This
flinch.
creature, sorry.
And he looks at the creature in his eyes and just like tries to compel like that he's not being a threat.
Again, whatever is happening in this room, if you want it to stop, that may help. It is Nico's turn. What are you doing from outside the room?
So, Nico, did he hear all that going on? Like, make it stop, stop?
There are speakers causing this frequency that is making everyone scared. I feel it as well.
I like that your voice
All
doesn't
right.
change even with it.
Nico's gonna be like, okay, well, if I die, well, it doesn't matter. You guys won't warn me if I die. And he's just gonna go charging in, and he's gonna use his jump jets from the start of the door to go on top of some furniture here in the center, and he's going to do a perception check when he gets there.
So you can't get quite on top of there because those tubes are standing, so you can be right next to it.
Okay.
And
Just trying to get a little bit of a terrain bonus then.
that's fine. If
Sorry, I just
if you're going to go that
Nico-
far back, you need to make a check, like an acrobatics
Nico
check.
kind of just like walks to the door, turns on his jump jets just to fly 20 feet, and that's it. Such a
Well,
strange choice of jump jets. How many
I
times a day
thought
can
they
you
were.
use
I
these
thought there were
things?
some like tables over there where I might be able to get some high ground and be able to get a good look around the room.
There is a
Which
table
is why
over
I
there, but where you're standing, you're like right next to like a table. You could stand on that, but it's not going to mechanically change anything for you to be on a table.
Oh, damn.
You also have
Okay.
to roll a will save for entering the room.
Yeah, so you need to roll an acrobatics check, and then you need to roll a will save, and then you need to roll an acrobatics check. Will save!
All right, here comes the will save. That's 13 plus 5 for an 18.
Nice. You are fine. You're able to push down that feeling that's welling. As soon as you stepped in, you felt it.
And Kevin grimaces as though he was wishing for the other outcome.
I kind of was. I don't know.
Yeah, you were. You were. You're rooting for me to fail right now.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Yep.
I'm sure there's something for flying here, but I'm going to roll it all into an acrobatics check because you're just moving a few feet.
See you fail while jetpacking around.
I just want you to know consequence. That's all.
So
what's
that's
your acrobatics check?
9 on the die plus 7 for, 16?
Yeah, you're able to fly, but it was DC 15. Your boot hits the thing right as you're going past the tube there. You're able to land on the table because you succeeded, but it was a close call.
Yep.
Nico's like the Wish version of Star-Lord from Marvel.
The Wish version of Star.
What do you mean the Wish version?
You know, when you order from Wish.com.
Wish is like the one that gives you the really bad ads for everything. Like,
You're the one that takes 7 weeks to get to you? The Wish thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never ordered from Wish.
Nico, does that fit into all of your movement? Because you were pretty far back. So that's 10, 15. How much movement do you have?
And then I think I can use my jump jets for an extra 20. I can go up to 20 feet.
So here's the thing. This is a rules lawyer question. I think if you can both fly and move at land speed, you still can't move more than your max speed.
Yeah, unless the jump jets allow you to do something with that.
Yeah, so you can still only move up to whatever your max speed is.
What do the jump jets say, Nick? Can you
jump jets? You can achieve jump jets as part of a move action in order to fly during your movement. You can fly up to 30 feet, average maneuverability with a max height of 10 feet. Or you can fly up to 20 feet straight up. You must land at the end of your move action. Jump jets can't lift you if you're encumbered.
So it doesn't sound like...
I think you moved more than 30 feet.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you can go past 30 feet. It's not like you get an additional 30 feet. It's you can move up to 30 feet.
If that's your max speed, that's how far you can move.
I don't mean to shoot you down because you're flying and everything, but...
I'm finding you do, Kev, because you're rooting for me to fail here.
I am
lying doesn't suit you, Kevin.
It is my role to shoot you down. I shot down Heerz last time with a cool unseen servant thing. I gotta shoot you down with this. It is rule of cool, but the rules are so explicit that I gotta say you can't move that extra 30 feet.
How far can I move?
You could move right next to Rick. You can move right here.
Average maneuverability, yeah, with a maximum of height. So basically, the jump jets basically allow you to fly the distance that you would move.
Okay. Well, then I will forego the jump jets then.
Okay. Just walk into the room.
Then I'll walk in and I'll be 10 feet away from Rick to get a good look around the room.
Just to get away from Rick.
Check.
15, 20, 20. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay. Yeah, and you're rolling a perception check?
Yeah.
That's your move action? Give me a perception check.
Wait, make him roll...
He already rolled.
The will
to go in the room.
Will save? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He saved.
Yeah, that's right. Or did you forget about...
I'm just playing by the rules, man. And the shaken effect would definitely impact your perception check.
It would.
If you would.
It would.
You're right. I'm sorry. I have a very short memory. I'm a goldfish.
Yeah.
As I'm making goldfish face.
What's your perception check, Nico?
Perception.
Keep this party rolling.
That's 25.
25. Yeah, you are able to, again, tell that even though you aren't affected by this fear infrasound frequency, you can confirm you are localizing it in the corners. And I'm just going to say that with that 25, you're able to know. I'm going to reveal all the speakers that are in the room.
Oh, wait, he also has dark vision, or doesn't have dark vision.
No, I don't have dark vision.
But the room is lit well enough for this round that you're fine from the dancing lights.
Just checking. Just checking. I would. Yeah. I'll argue the same for everybody else. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Sounds
good.
Smoke
screen.
Doctor, do you want to do anything else with your turn, Nico?
Can I do anything else? I feel like a move action and then a will save with a reflex save plus perception. I don't think I should be able to make an attack. I feel like that would be a full action.
As the rules lawyer, I would say you'd still have a standard action.
I agree with
as the other player. I don't think you should attack because I think this thing is clearly trying to defend itself. And then I'm just going to leave it at that.
You have a standard action. that you can use for whatever you want. You can delay. You can.
Nico will try a persuasion. Yeah, Nico will try persuasion.
See, now persuasion takes a standard action because you're trying to. Is there persuasion? I forget.
Yeah, there's persuasion. But I think it would be diplomacy.
No, diplomacy. It's diplomacy.
It would be diplomacy.
Yeah. So I'll roll a diplomacy check.
Change attitude.
To change attitude. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that?
To change attitude. That's the technical term that you would be doing. You're trying to change its attitude from being hostile to something else.
And you can do that with a diplomacy or an intimidation check.
Right.
And
Only so long as I don't violate my my move action here right now.
Yeah.
As long as you're not jump jet.
Hey, those are
All
just
right.
the basic rules of the game, bro.
I just picture you hovering with your jets.
Yeah.
See.
It's like you're on a Segway. Everywhere you go. It's the Segway tour of the labs.
Here we go.
That's a 21, natural 12 plus 9.
What do you say?
For the diplomacy.
What do you say?
And he's going to see, like, look, if you want us to make it stop, stand down for a moment. Let us shoot these speakers, and you'll be out of your misery. But if you attack us, we will be forced to put you down. Just stop. Please just stop for a couple seconds. We're all high key right now.
Okay.
All right, what happens?
It's not their turn. That was Nico's
yeah.
turn. Dr.
Fair
K,
enough.
what are you doing on your turn?
So from before, when I was in front of this doorway and I could peer in, where was the computer with the holographic pad?
Sorry, you said where is the computer with the hologram?
There was a partially lit holographic computer pad you had described, I believe. That was
On the left side of the room.
okay. Would I know where that is?
The western, those red lights that you see on the western side of the room, those are the
Here?
Nope. The red lights.
Well, I'm gonna beeline it for those.
Okay, so you're going to come in, move past Rick. So
Yeah.
I think you could move past without it taking an attack of opportunity. But you would know that from its long thing, it has a 10-foot reach. So I think you can move in past Rick. Oh, but then you're going to move. No, because I think you're within that 10 feet. Let's see. Yeah, that's
Here
10
to
feet.
here.
So it's going to get an attack of opportunity on you as you move past.
Okay.
Oh wow, yeah. Same thing with Nico.
Yeah.
Retcon.
Although, wait, let me see.
Sorry, and more rules lawyer stuff. Just got another message on Discord. Somebody pointed out that on page 400, it's actually page 404 of the core rulebook. There is a rule about starvation. So it deals with like days. So if you haven't gone with food for 3 days, there are some penalties. If you haven't gone for water without 1 day, without water for a day, there's penalties there. But I feel like we've been pretty safe on food so far. Just keep that in mind.
That's actually really good to know. I think you guys have been safe on food, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. I will consider that for the future.
Yeah, thanks, Lightning Cat.
Lightning Cat! Nico and Dr. OK, I rescind my statement. Maybe I will delete this or condense it to a very quick thing. Because it is blinded, it is also flat-footed, and when you're flat-footed, you cannot take reactions. So you're good to go. You can move past. You're good to go. Cool. Keep going. Sorry about that. Sorry for the interruption.
So
No, it's good to bring up these rules. It's good to know.
I think I can sneak. So, is there like where's the path to get to it? I think this is about as far as I can get, or can I go this way?
You were right here.
Straight. Well, okay, but not knowing
To get past
where the-
Nico and past that tube that's broken on one side, you're going to need to squeeze. That's going to take an extra 5 feet of movement. Pretty sure that's the rule for squeezing in Starfinder. Squeezing, entangled. Yeah, well, move half speed. You would have to move half your speed to get through something that's squeezing like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So to
can
go
I-
up to the diagonal, you'd be fine.
Yeah. Can I double move?
Yeah, you can double move. You would just use your move action. Your standard action would be your move action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
So this is
Pretty sure that's the case. Is that right, rules lawyer Kev?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Can you use your
I
move
think
action?
that gets me right here.
Can you use your move action?
Your standard action as a move action.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You can
move.
do it. You can
Yeah,
use.
that's what I thought. Cool. Okay, so
Sorry,
you're getting all the way over there. I like it.
Yeah.
You need to make a will save as you start going through. As you come into the room.
18.
Ooh, you felt that fear come into your body shaking your slug body, and you are okay. You're able to push it down for now. Good move. Heading over to the computers in the western side of the room, it seems like. Heerz, what are you doing from outside? Only person not affected by this, or not experiencing this frequency.
Yeah. Here's being good at computers and engineering. Can he detect from afar which terminal, for example, is likely creating this sound or running this program or whatever it is that's doing this?
I think you're pretty able to, like, you would just know that probably any of these would be able to work on it. You don't need to go to a specific one.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yep.
Right. Well, it looks like Dr. OK is like on it anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So Heerz is going to then, what's one more thing? Heerz is just going to, okay, but he's sure that it's coming from like a computer and not like a magical source or something, right?
It's coming from these loudspeakers that are in the wall. If you wanted to go to the computer to try and, disable what's going on, sure. If you wanted to go right to the loudspeakers, that's fine too. Give me an engineering check.
Okay. 23.
23. Yeah, you're able to know that Rick probably mentioned the camera that was in the door.
Of course I did.
Yeah. I'm just going to say that you did.
Of course.
You know that you would be able to, if you could get into that camera, maybe there's something that would override the camera because the people who created it, right, would need something to be able to control it, not just from the computers. So if you wanted to try and hack the camera near the door, you could do that too. There's more than one way to do this.
That means that someone is actively doing this, and it's not just like a passive thing. Because if we're hacking the camera, they're controlling this sound thing. As we speak,
I wouldn't say that.
Afar.
I would just think that the technology has been built into the camera to also control this frequency as well.
Where's the camera? It's at the far end?
No, it's
right next to the door.
It's just like to the left of the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could Heerz like reach?
It's like it's a ring.
Then, like
it's a ring.
Could Heerz just kind of like reach a little arm around without going into the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you would still make a will save. You're
just hits the off button and then everything stops.
I got it.
All right. Or I'll say this: the DC will go up if you just want to reach your arm in, but you won't need to make a will save. Or you can go into the room, make a will save, and the DC will stay what the DC is.
I guess I'll try to do it from out here.
Okay.
So then, okay. So that's computers or engineering?
It's going to be computers.
Let's say computers. Sorry, nice.
Wait, I'm confused. So he's able to reach around.
Well, so here's the thing. It will give me every time.
It gets me every time, dude.
Because of your good engineering check, it's going to take you a full round to do that. So you've already moved, so you can't do it now.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
It's a full action. Has to be the only thing that you do.
That's fine. You were generous with. Oh, you mean like the computer hacking right now? It's going to take a full round. But I can do it now.
Well, you moved.
I have to wait.
You moved already.
I can't do it now.
You can't do it.
I can't.
Cannot. Super.
Even though what I did before was just a skill check, but because you're being generous with like what that enabled me to find out, I can't do anything else.
No, because you were on the other side of the corridor and then you moved up. You used some of your movement to do that. I'll say that if you want to do it now, I'm going to increase the DC, realizing now it's the full action stuff.
Twice, yeah. Basically.
Yeah, so I'm going to increase it twice because one, you're not looking, and two, it should be a full round action. So it's going to be tough to hit. Doable, but tough to hit.
But I might as well do it. I have nothing to lose.
If you want to try it, why not?
I could try it, yeah. And then if not, I could try again next time.
Yep.
I rolled a 29.
He's using his blind sense to hack.
You rolled a 29?
Yeah.
I had in my head DC 29. I just came up with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well done, Kelly.
I came up with that before you said 29 because I was like, I feel like that's probably one of the hardest things to
get.
Yeah. You are able. Something happens. You're not sure what, but that feeling in Rick, Nico, and Dr. OK seems to dissipate out of nowhere and goes down.
I succeeded on my will save. I don't have that.
That's true.
You still feel it.
But you still felt it. It's like being nauseous, but you don't throw up.
It's just not being succumbed to.
Yeah. You're
So I'm
still
no longer
feeling it.
shaken, you're saying, though?
You are no longer shaken at the end of Heer's turn. When it becomes your turn next, you will no longer be shaken.
Oh, dope.
What else do you want to do with your turn, Heerz? I think that's it. I think that's everything
I think
you can
that's
do.
it, yeah.
Okay. Woo, top of round 4. Rick 19, it is your turn. You are no longer shaken. What do you do?
His palms are still down, and he's got his axe low, and he kind of turns his head to the left, and he talks over his shoulder and he says, "Great work, Heerz. Whatever you did, fixed it." But then he's going to like side scoot cautiously past the creature and say, like, "I think we might have solved this." And he reaches up and he stabs the speaker.
Okay.
Do you want to do a hit check on that?
So, Rick, you move past, you go to stab it, make an attack roll.
Actually, I'll probably stay like right here.
That's fine.
So I make an attack roll.
Yep.
I got a 5
Ooh.
plus, but I'm no longer shaken, plus 5, so that's a 10 to hit.
You are fine. How much damage do you do as you go? It's kind of hidden behind the wall. There's like fabric there, and it looks just like metal. But as soon as you go to stab through, you do pierce the fabric.
Oh, this is a D12 plus 4.
Roll high.
I gotta find my 12. I found it. Found my 12.
Found it.
2 plus 5 is 7. Or sorry, 6 plus 4 is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. It goes
Some
through.
odd numbers there.
You feel it hit something, but you don't feel anything break. This is an object, and we haven't had to do this very often. It has a hardness. You didn't exceed the hardness. You have to exceed the hardness to do any damage. You didn't exceed the hardness.
But do I want to do a diplomacy or something to show? I'm trying to show the creature, like, we're not the threat, like these speakers are. And this, you said the fear has stopped.
The
right?
fear has stopped. Yeah.
So, do I do a diplomacy on that, or are you just gonna play it as is?
Let's play it as is, because you clearly made it seem like you're trying to go stop it, right?
Not to mention, I rolled a 21 on my last diplomacy check for this thing.
But the way diplomacy works, Nick, is that they have tiers, and so like if this creature was on the 3 tiers down to negative, then we have to work our way back to positive.
Yeah. Okay.
And only John knows where that tier is.
Okay. Is that the rest of your turn, Rick?
And then he does a little jig.
He does.
No, I'm kidding. That doesn't happen.
He does the floss. He does the floss.
But this axe is
Yeah.
he's flossing.
Yeah. Starts flossing in front of the creature.
I told you it wasn't us.
Not us.
Thank God it's blind.
Yeah. Yeah, because that would work directly against your diplomacy roll. It would stay hostile. It would stay super hostile. That's funny.
It would just become more afraid.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. So, as soon as it stops, and then Rick, you step over, you try and stab, not it, because for a second, maybe it seems like you're about to take a step and stab, and then you turn, right? And you don't mean to, but you turn.
I picture
and
he's
stab
like, he kind of like sidesteps, and he still has that left palm open, and he just uses one hand. That's probably why he didn't hit so strongly. It was just because he just kind of jabbed with one hand up towards the speaker.
So as you step over and you start to stab the speaker, it doesn't quite break. But as that happens, you look back, and here's you're right there, standing in the doorway, looking at this bolita. Nico, you're 10, 15 feet away. Dr. OK, you're across the room. So you hear this happen as that feeling subsides of fear, this infrasound. And when that happens, the pike, the weapon that it's holding, clink, 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 drops to the ground.
Done.
And
Heerz.
the legs collapse, and this creature kind of falls, and the front half falls. They stick out their hands, and they kind of look at you, Rick. You made it. Stop. It just, their eyes close and they pass out.
Rick drops his axe and kind of like picks it up. I'm gonna do a quick medicine check.
We're still in initiative order.
What else is in this room? Okay, keep going.
So it is Nico's turn. What do you do?
Nico shoots.
Nico, with his dueling sword out, he's going to activate his jump jets, and he's going to slash. He's going to slash at the at that speaker over here in the
Okay, so you move.
southeastern corner.
Yeah, you're fine.
Southwest
Okay, make an attack roll.
Whew. That's a 7 plus. Oh, come on. Please be enough. Please be enough. Please be enough. 7 plus 4. Thank God. That's an 11.
Okay, so you do pierce the hidden, panel that the speaker is behind.
He slashed
Roll
it,
your damage.
not pierced.
Slashed it. Sorry, slashed it.
So I'm gonna use a combat expertise on this, and I'm gonna use it for my dueling sword. Wait, John, would an inanimate object have a CR?
Probably not.
Okay,
So CR 0.
Yeah, so just 15. DC 15.
all right. So
Yeah.
I got an 11 then on the attack roll. That is, I don't succeed on the combat expertise, so I don't get to add anything.
The DC is because the attack roll is to hit the target.
Yeah.
Does that attack roll also translate to the DC?
No, sorry. Take that back. No, I don't.
Yeah,
think that.
you've got a separate roll for that probably.
Okay, so
What-
you want me just to roll the combat expertise belatedly,
Well,
or you're not
what-
going to give it to me?
What skill are you using to roll the combat action?
What does it
Bluff.
say? Yeah, what's
Well, I
okay?
mean,
So
You're going to try
roll,
to bluff a speaker?
Yeah, how do you bluff a speaker?
Yeah, I am. What else can you do besides bluff? Because I feel like bluff might not work because it's an inanimate object. You could use computers.
No, you have to select the skill. You can add different skills at different times. I'm only allowed to use bluff for this.
Because you chose that when you got the
That's
thing.
correct.
Okay.
Got it. So then I don't think you can bluff a speaker.
All right. Well, then I can't.
The speaker
do that.
duck can be like,
So it'll just be an attack.
Whoa!
All right,
You don't say, speaker. What were you sounding off about?
A voice comes out of the speaker.
I'm not laughing at you, Nick. I'm laughing with you.
Are
At
you?
least I'm laughing with the other guys.
All right. That is 5 points of damage.
Okay, again, slash through, hits clearly the speaker, doesn't break the hardness of the speaker. So the speaker doesn't
hard
break.
speakers. Good God. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. I think I'm gonna have to shoot this thing next time.
Here's what are you doing? Oh no, it's Dr. OK, not Heerz.
Oh, okay.
Apologies.
All right, cool.
Are you asking what's my turn, right?
Yes,
So can I access this computer?
if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to access this computer and see if it's secured or unsecured, and maybe see if somebody's monitoring. I don't know.
Okay. So you sit down at the speaker or at the computer. If you're trying to find out info about it is secured. You can make a computer check to unsecure it, and I'm just going to say, as part of like moving past the security, you can find the info on the trap.
Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. 15 on the die.
Ooh.
Plus 10 is a 25.
Okay. All right. 25 is enough to break through the security of the computer.
Nice.
You are able to go in. Weirdly, there's a folder that says trap info. It's right on the, it's right in the homepage, right on the
It's a
desktop.
README file.
Yeah, it's right there. And you open it up. Do you speak Echolo? You do.
I do.
You do. Great. Give me a culture check.
Culture. 21.
21. Ooh, good culture check. Looking through, putting together the translation, based on everything, this is a fear frequency experiment room where they were testing using infrasound to elicit fear and control and create, and manipulate creatures in whatever way they wanted to. This psychic fear frequency that they made, it came from basic Lashunta plans and data. How they got that? Not in here. Where it came from? Not in here. But it just references it came from from some sort of Lashunta research into this.
This is what we found earlier. I don't know why I'm just realizing that. Yeah, the weapon of
Right.
sound. Oh, jeez.
Well, yeah. So as you were in the original hub and you found information about an experiment with fear and a fear infrasound frequency, this is that room where that's happening.
I remember we were making brown note jokes.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
You can guess, Dr. OK, as you're reading through, that the reason that there are 3 test tubes that are not broken, they're empty. There's nothing in them. This one that was broken, this Bolida was probably in there from looking at the trap. And as you can see, this thing would just keep running. If Heerz hadn't been able to nail that 29 literally on the dot, if you hadn't done that, this fear frequency would have kept going. You all would have had to roll another will save the next turn because it just will keep going.
One turn's pretty short for any kind of effect like that.
Yeah. So this Bolida has probably been experiencing this for weeks.
Ah, poor guy.
Wow.
That sucks.
Wow.
It hurts my heart.
That's what it seems like in terms of just in those 6 seconds of getting in, moving through, thinking about it. Those are kind of the highlights that you grab as you're going through and looking. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
So is there any way to, I guess I'm looking at the computer skill. I don't see. I'm just trying to understand why we're still in initiative order. Is somebody watching us? Can I, I guess it wouldn't be a fake shell.
There's no fake shell. Your roll was high enough, I'll say, that you can tell that the system that you got into is not a fake shell. It's the real deal. It's whatever these Greys were doing in here. This is the same interface that they went through.
You gonna call out to the rest of us?
Yeah, I'll tell everybody else, hey, this is the fear factory. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. This guy needs help. Don't see anything in here that can be of any use.
Does the terminal control the speakers as well?
Yeah, it does.
You do see that if you wanted to, you would need to make another roll, and it would take a minute. It would take a couple rounds, but you do see how you could go through and deactivate it from the computer. It probably would have taken. Yeah, what's up?
Metagame question is if we don't go through this process, these things are going to turn back on. Is the way I get why we're still in initiative.
You don't think that if these aren't going to turn back on of their own accord.
So there's something else in the room.
Or something.
Oh, this thing's going to wake up and attack us anyways. Oh my god. No, I hate him. I hate when initiative order just stays in initiative order. It's
a little crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and continue to turn them off, and then just for good measure, I guess. I don't know. There's nothing else going on in here, and there's no other information on this machine.
There's not really any other information. It's already off.
It's not like I can go and assist at this moment with helping aid our creature friend.
You said it's going to take a couple rounds to turn off the speakers?
If you hadn't turned them off and the only thing that you were doing was trying to go through this, it would have taken 2d4 rounds to go through.
Oh man, that would have sucked. Because then you're constantly being attacked and had the will save. Good job, Heerz.
Yeah, good job.
Bypassing that.
Yeah, you literally nailed the roll.
You're a hero.
Yeah.
You're a hero.
So, Dr. OK, so you were already there, so you're going to move across the room?
Well, I mean, there's nothing else on this computer, right?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay. So I'm going to quickly, as much as I can, move back to help eventually.
The creature?
Yeah. Okay. Next turn,
the Bolida.
And I'll say, you there, what is your name? Let us help you.
They're passed out.
Is there anything else in here?
Heerz, it's your turn. What do you do?
You're talking to ghosts? Yeah. Come out, spirits.
Come out, spirits.
We are not here to harm you.
Heerz will just quickly do a perception check if this is possible, where he just wants to see if he can sense why there's still this thick air of caution, like what might be lurking or whatever.
Are you trying to roll to metagame understand why we're still in this?
Yes. I mean, yeah, I guess.
That's a fair roll.
Oh, wait. Well,
I'm going to roll to break the fourth wall.
Well, is it though? Because, I feel like the character would know, why... If you're an initiative order, the character's got to understand something that's, right?
Yeah, you're like heart's racing and like you're tense. Like I don't think you're just like an initiative order when you're sitting around doing nothing.
I kind of disagree. I think that we're in initiative order, so because there's things should move as they're going to move.
John, if we get to the end of this round and you just turn off initiative order, we're all gonna be really mad.
I don't think so.
You're like, oh yeah, that's it. You're out of initiative order. What? Why?
All right.
So-
well, yeah, I mean, you said it. So I'll go in and I'll try to. Heerz is going to go in and try to hack these computers then to turn this stuff off.
It's already off.
It's already off.
No, but prevent them from getting turned back on.
They're not going to turn back on.
I thought you said that they
Dr.
might.
K already figured that out.
Oh, okay. He already did.
No, I
Oh.
said that.
I said
'Cause
they're
we're still
not
in
gonna
initiative
turn on.
order.
I see. Okay, so we're just going to be walking around in initiative order aimlessly.
All these
All right.
6 seconds at a time for the rest of our game.
What Heerz will do then is he'll go in there and try to. You said that we could scrape the sort of information about how to take advantage of this technology or whatever at an earlier time. You said that. So is that still true? Like where we could maybe
Was
gather
this
some
one of the
useful
modules?
information? Yes, it was.
Was this one of the modules that you had saved, or you failed on?
That's a really good question. Let's find
I
out.
think we failed.
Well, hold on. We failed on
One-
one of them.
Well, the firewall one, the root access one, you guys didn't get. 2 of them are damaged but could be repaired. One is, and then another one is a paperweight.
So give me 1 second here.
There are 4 modules. We got weapon frequency. Frequency is one of them.
Yeah, we made
Right?
that one. Okay.
That's one of the ones that is damaged, but you could repair it.
I don't even know if it is damaged. Maybe it is.
So
but
2 of them were damaged. One was paperweight, and then the root access one was a paperweight, and then another one I feel like you got, and it was also paperweight.
frequency is
So 2
okay,
of them.
though. Enough, at least, where we could repair it.
We opened
At
the
a minimum.
biological.
You opened all 3: the biological, the
We
demonic
opened
one, and the fear one.
the frequency, infrasound. They're testing
But
it on
you
other
pulled
people.
modules.
Right, the fourth
You
one.
rolled to pull them out.
Correct, yeah. The fourth one
Which
got
one-
erased, which was the data module that dealt with decontamination, but the other 3 are okay.
Oh, all 3 are okay.
According to the notes.
All 3 are damaged but could be repaired.
At the very least, yeah.
I think we were able to pull 3 of them, but the 4th one was destroyed.
Yeah, the 4th was the decontamination of root
that's
access one.
correct.
Okay,
yeah.
so you would know that any information that's on these computers is probably in the module too.
Okay.
So
So we
just
already
trying to
have
tell
it.
you that there's already information that could possibly be used there. Again, it's not like a perfect blueprint. You can just go make this right now, but you don't need to necessarily go and find more information. You're pretty confident that any information that's there was also in this module here.
But we could scavenge the machine for parts, right?
Sure. I think it would just add in the same way that in the central hub you found a couple things, you would just find a couple more things here, which I did. I'll send you later, Nick.
All right.
All right. I mean, I guess Heerz will do that. There's nothing really else to do right now, so
Okay. So you're going to go to the computers.
just get whatever information / stuff you can get or pull off of it.
Okay.
Info or
Sorry,
parts.
where in the
I
room are
was
these
just
computers?
over there. I didn't really see much, but I left it open for you, so it shouldn't
Which
be.
computer? Which computer?
Still logged in.
Were you on?
The one over here in the corner that's
All
working.
right, thanks.
You log in. The name of the username is GraysAreCool24.
Well, we're gonna change that right away. Grays are not cool.
I
Grayson's cool
agree.
though. It's my son.
Yes, that's
He's
true.
he's a gray
Shout
son.
out! Shout out to my son.
Shout out to
my
Grayson.
son.
Yeah.
In the
Great
future.
follower.
Aw,
In the future,
that's
when you
sweet.
listen to this,
It's
Grayson,
past your
Yeah, that's
bedtime,
right.
young man.
His first Halloween, he's gonna be a little alien.
he's going to be a little gray. Grayson the Gray. Okay, it's top of round. Is this 5? Round 5? I think so.
Mhm.
Top of round 5. Rick, it's your turn. What do you do?
I hate that we're still on initiative for no reason. So 2 things. I'm gonna roll perception. I got a 9 plus 6 for 15. I want to see if there's any. You said that one tube was broken, and that's where this guy was in.
Likely. Dr. K probably said this out loud.
And so
That's
there are 3
likely
other
where
tubes.
this. Yeah, there's nothing in those tubes. You don't see
Nothing.
anything.
Okay, so that's my perception check. So there's nothing in those tubes. We're good.
Yep.
So then I'm also going to do a medicine check on this Bolida.
First aid.
Okay.
19.
19.
No,
You're trained in medicine,
sorry.
right?
19 plus
Plus
5.
19 plus 5.
It was 24.
Okay. 24 is a good, and that's to what? To Wake them
make
up.
sure it's a. I don't know what all can a medicine check do.
First aid.
Well,
Standard
Yeah.
action.
they passed out, so
I wanna
they could have
check
passed
on
out.
them?
So it's probably like wake them up, make sure they're okay.
Did they have deadly wounds?
long-term care, long-term stability.
Nah, there's no long term. They didn't have deadly wounds or anything, so it would probably just be like waking them up.
Okay.
Yep. You bend down and you gently pick up this Bolita's head. I don't know what you do for your medicine check exactly. Maybe you're got some smelling salts or you slap them. But as you do that, they kind of their eyes open and they look at you, and there's this immediate sense of relief from them. You connect with them instantly, Rick. It reminds you of feeling like a parent looking at your child, because they just seem in that moment, they need somebody there.
I know that feeling now. I actually know that feeling.
Wow.
And they needed you. And as they open their eyes, thank you. And they start breathing. And then they start breathing quickly. And their face gets sad. Their eyes start to water. And there's something that it looks like they know something. And you see a tear start to move down their chitinous face. And they say, I'll never make it back. And then her eyes squint.
That's her.
And then her body jerks. Eyes
No!
roll back
No.
violently.
I did a medicine check. She's fine.
And then collapses to the ground, dead.
No, she's fine. I did a medicine check.
That's our game.
No, she's fine. I did a medicine check. She's fine. I did a medicine
John,
Rick's just
you're the
holding her.
worst.
Her drooping body.
check. I did a medicine
Rick
check.
19's going through the 5 stages of grief now.
I was too late.
Time for the
I
denial
was just
phase.
too late.
Hey there, you longtime listener. It's good to see you here at episode 39. It's me, John Swan, and this one goes out to all you dungeon masters and game masters and handlers, because it's the spooky season. So what are you doing? You are writing that spooky Halloween one-shot. You're prepping it, or maybe you just want to add some more suspense or scary content into your campaign. So I thought, why not share how I have made Kev say, my heart is racing several times, because he was in the Navy, so that must mean that I have done something right to make it suspenseful. First things first. Right. If this is a flashback, put all of your ideas, no matter how crazy or weird they are, onto paper. If it's for a character, try to write out some possible answers to probable questions from the PCs that align with the motivations, goals, flaws. Get it all out there. Craft it until you're happy with it. Then think like the player. Think like the listener. Use all 5 senses. You don't know what one phrase you will say that will pull them into the scene, that will get their attention, that will totally immerse them in this spooky, crazy scene that you are creating. And finally, practice. Get the music dialed in. Find a space to be alone. Find a space to just say and read and embody that character over and over. Use all of your voices. Use all of the intonation. Use all of your body to really drive it home. And then come hang out at our Discord. I want to talk to you. We all want to talk to you here at the podcast. Come hang out with us. There's a DMs, GMs channel. And frankly, I'll just talk to you about whatever you want to talk about. Game mastering, dungeon mastering, or what not. Until then, have a safe but frightfully spooky Halloween. See you next week.